Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Jay Lamar. I'm here at the second annual I Am Awards. Stay tuned for great interviews and so much more.
It's one of his signature unique looks. Sir Algernon.
What are you looking forward to today?
So I'm really actually looking forward just to be amongst all of the honorees tonight. Everyone is so deserving for all of their contributions to their own particular field. So I'm just excited being in the space with everybody.
Gentlemen, the man that put me on a carpet, that put this whole event together, you are extraordinary, you are amazing. Antonio Driver, what does it mean to you that once again tonight at the second annual I Am Awards, you are creating a whole new culture, you are creating a whole new impact? What does that mean to you?
It means so much to me because I understand what it is important to this community, and what I also understand that it takes community to get to moments like this. I constantly preach to individuals like I'm just holding the torch, but it is the entire community behind me. So I guess the bigger question is what this means to the community. Yeah. And I think that is monumental to recognize those who are doing amazing work all across the spectrum.
When you were 15 years old, did you imagine that you would create history like this?
Oh my gosh. I said to myself yesterday, I am getting ready to honor someone who created a show that impacted my life onto the masses. 15 years old, no, I didn't. I wish I had a speak out when I was 15. I wish I had a group that I could go and ask questions and get the answer or be connected to the proper answer. So it's always like, wow, when I moved to DC, it was just supposed to be a Facebook group. Now we are here. Yes.
What will you say what do you want people to say when it's all said and done? That you left a mark on this community, what do you want them to say about that legacy of yours?
I think I want them to say how it impacted them. And I think impact is different for each person, but just being able to say, I was seen, I found the ability to be seen at the I Am Awards, no matter who you are. I'm a man, I'm a woman, I'm black, I'm white, I'm gay, I'm straight, I'm non-binary, I am.
Okay, and final question, SWV or Escape?
Oh. Why would you do this?
Because I can. You gave me a mic, baby.
Okay, so I love SWV. Mm-hmm. However, I'm going to bump Escape a little harder. So, yeah.
Okay, I'm so proud of you, and let's make history again tonight.
Yes, thank you.
I'm Rodney Chester.
I am Daryl Stevens.
So, Rodney, you and I did a panel together In the Meantime months ago. And we talked about what your impact is in this community and how you've literally helped raise many of us. How does it feel to walk into a space and not only be honored for how funny you are, but be honored for the work that you're doing in the streets?
It's amazing because, like I've always said, that we didn't know how big the show was going to be, what the impact was going to be. We just wanted to do a great show and just be great actors. And we knew that it was going to mean something. We just didn't know what the impact was going to be. So all of it is really amazing, and we're very, very happy about it and excited.
What does it mean for you as you pretty much I feel like you raised us, but then you also grew up and became this phenomenal inspiration to so many of us? How does it feel to know that a lot of us know us? And when we see you, it's like you have overcome what was impossible in the early 2000s, and now is almost normal.
Yeah, what you just said is actually exactly how... Oh, Jensen is here. Hey! Wait, take the mic and say, I am Jensen.
He would just say, I am Jensen.
I am Jensen Atwood. Did I do it?
Yeah.
What was the question?
Daryl said, what's the question?
Oh, how does it feel to have... Right, so I would say for me it's been especially gratifying because Noah, as you said, was such an anomaly on television. You never saw that guy on TV. So to have people on the street recognize me and say, oh my God, you were the first time I saw myself represented on television, is just, there's nothing like that. And you don't really set out, you don't do work as an actor generally thinking we're going to change people's lives for the better, but that's been the experience, and it's really been something you can't really quantify or even put into words. It's beautiful.
and we love you for it because, like I said, you're in so many of us.
Yeah.
And we watched you navigate your journey, so allowed us to navigate our journey. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
So as somebody that is an ally to the community for so long, and you talked about this during the panel earlier, how you were a little bit nervous that it would impact your career. What does it mean to you to now walk into this space and be loved on and adored for the person that you are?
I am wholly here to embrace it. I mean, it's phenomenal. I can only piggyback on what Daryl said. You know, as an actor, those aren't the expectations, but I'm here for it.
I can say, as far as Jensen is concerned, he's a good person. And he understands what it is. He's an actor, and so he's always going to be respected, you know. So
I sat next to you one time at a premiere, and you asked me if I wanted some popcorn. And in my head, I'm like, ooh, Wade asked if I wanted some popcorn.
I'm sure that meant I was gonna get you something because I don't share my popcorn. I love my popcorn. I'm gonna get you your popcorn.
right.
So when it's all said and done, and people talk about your legacy, what is one thing you want them to say?
He was a phenomenal actor.
Trailblazer.
That he showed up for the people.
Now I don't want to cause any riffraff, y'all, but SWV or Escape?
SWV. SWV.
SWV.
Oh wow! Well, y'all can leave because I'm an Escape fan.
Okay, bye.
No, right. Thank y'all so much.
Okay, thank you.
Good to see you as always. You see it? Thank y'all so much. Thank you. This outfit is because of you.
It's very nice.
It is.
All the credentials.
Thank you. You know, you guys, you didn't tell me, you know, that you did this last year. That you know, you ain't gave me no pointers or nothing.
You got some big shoes to fill.
All right, well,
Let's see what you do.
What would you do? What would you say? Let me. Hello, ladies and gentlemen and gentle thems. How are you? My name is Nico Anand, and I'm here with Jay Lamar. Jay Lamar, you were the host of the Speak Out Awards last year, 2022. What advice would you have for myself and Jack Mizrahi, who are co-hosting today?
I would say have fun, take your time, and own your moment.
All right, you ain't got to worry about that. Take it.
So as the host tonight, you are a huge impact on this community in every which way. What does it mean to walk in here, to be accepted, to be celebrated, as you walk in your truth?
You say a huge impact on the community, and that is something I think that is still resonating. The beautiful thing for me is that this art has been received and initially digested in 2020 when we were all inside, and I think being still in that space allowed people to have a lot of their barriers broken down and be able to sit in a space where they understand how precious life is. Now that things have opened up, I feel like, you know, we are kind of getting away from that, and, you know, we are not seeing the humanity in all the intersects of our community, you know. So I really feel like when you say, how do I feel about the work being received, I feel like it's time. I feel like it's timeless. And I feel like we just got to do the damn thing, you know. I feel like I'm in Chucalissa a little bit because we always sweating. We always sweating in Chucalissa because it's so hot, you know. And I really feel like what we got going on in this country is hot. It's hot, but we cannot be weary. Yeah. I feel like we all have to stand together. And the way that people come together over this work, when you're saying being a part of the community, it goes. I feel all the communities when you say that. I don't just feel the LGBTQ plus community when you say that. I feel
not just that.
Amen. None of us are. You know what I'm saying? I feel our culture. I feel our ethnicities. I feel the body shapes. I feel our complexions. I feel our style and fashion, in hair, in makeup, and all of the things. And we don't have to be limited by those things. And I think that people that may have questions or may not have the language around that, if they just be patient with themselves and so they can learn and have an open heart, it'll be a better world.
When it's all said and done, what do you want the legacy to be?
Well done.
Job well done.
Well done.
Last question.
Okay.
SWV or Escape?
Candy Burst, I love you, baby. I love my escape. I love my escape. I really, really do. But SWV got me through a lot of moments in my life, you know, from week to downtown. That's the way to my love. Take it round and round. Ooh, you don't stop till you find it. I loved SWV. Oh, what was their song? That was the album I Am Here. Is it I Am Here?
I think it is I Am Here.
It was the white album. I think it was so it was just...
Not the CD?
Yes, come on. It's the CD, baby. Back then, they had the CD. They ain't had no download back then. That was a master cassette.
Well, I love you. I'm proud of you, and I can't wait to see you kill it tonight.
Thank you.
I am Obio.
Obio, how do you feel about being here tonight and being one of the honorees?
Blessed. I think it feels like a very full circle moment for me because, again, I struggled with shame for so long, and to be surrounded by people who are journeying and loving themselves and going through what that means, it just feels amazing to be in the number.
You're making such an impact on social media. You're touching so many people. What do you hope that your impact leaves for the next generation?
Yeah, I hope they feel freer. I hope you feel more liberated. I hope you interact with yourself more often than I did. You know, I think oftentimes we journey through shame in this very long-winded way, and I hope I speed that process up for somebody.
Who is an LGBTQ plus legend that you kind of look at as like an inspiration or motivation?
James Baldwin.
Why? Why James Baldwin? Because we can get into that maybe.
Just unapologetic. And I can live. I think when I'm around people or following people who just feel unapologetic in who they are, it makes me feel more unapologetic in who I am.
Being in this space, this is a powerful space to be in. You know, LGBTQ plus excellence is being represented tonight. What does it mean for you to be in this space?
Well, you know, the motto is to create space, so we're going to keep doing that. But it feels amazing. I think, again, it just feels like home, essentially. And wherever I go, I want to feel like I'm at home. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Here's a little fun question. Rihanna or Sierra?
Rihanna.
SWV or Escape?
Oh, SWV.
Michelle or Kelly?
Kelly.
Well, thank you. Best of luck in everything that you're doing. And once again, you are truly an inspiration. And you're an icon in the making. So thank you for all that you do.
Thank you so much, man.
Have a good night.
I am Jack Mizrahi Gucci.
Yes. So tonight you're hosting. How do you feel being the host of an award show that is so impactful? I hosted last year, and I say it was a historic night. So how do you feel being the host of such an iconic night?
I'm so honored. I'm so honored and proud at the same time to see. I was in the audience, and you did a great job last year. And I'm just so honored to have to be in the building and see it grow. I'm so happy that we are in a position and in a place where we can honor one another, pat each other on the back, and say, hey, let's elevate together. So this is what this means to our entire community. And it's only going to get bigger.
Yes, and the blue. We blue in it tonight. We blue. So what impact, when it's all said and done, do you want to leave on the community?
I want to be remembered as somebody who realized what community has done for them. You know, in the times that I've came out, you know, we couldn't have dreamed of any of this. We couldn't have dreamed of any of the things that we're doing now. So I want to be remembered as somebody who believed from the first day that I stepped into it till my last day that we can be anyone who want to be. I think the world is catching up to, especially my community, the ballroom community. When I came out, we were proud and we walked around, but we were not the toast of the town. You know, a lot of the Black gay community kind of shunned us. You know, we're like the project girls, the house girls, and that's changed because they saw that what we were doing was really like mobilizing community all along. We were creating our own systems, our own family tree, our own history, and it is that essence that has propelled the rest of the gay community. So yeah, I want to be remembered to be the bitch who knew we would be here.
Who is one LGBTQ plus legend that you feel like has impacted your presence in this community?
Oh, there's been so many, but I will go back to the early days. I will go to Andre Mizrahi, who was a Revlon then. Again, that's the first person that I've met who gave me a flyer to a ball. I joined his newly formed house, really 3 days after it was opened. And my path with him has always been, for 30 years, where we've just walked this path together. So he opened the doors for me, so to speak. So he's impacted the community and done so much.
Last question, SWV or Escape?
I'm not following any of that drama. I'm super Team Destiny's Child.
Oh, wow.
But I love Candy Burris. I live for Candy, everything that Candy says. So, I guess I would be Team Escape.
All right. Well, have a good night, and I'm so proud of you.
I appreciate it.
Kill it on stage, baby.
You look amazing.
You look good, too.
Thank you. We'll dance tonight.
I am Cam Anthony.
Cam, so what does it mean to be a part of such a monumental moment in our community?
It's an honor, honestly. I recently was able to come to terms and accept who I am in front of the world, and I think it's just a cherry on top to be able to be here at this event. It's such a big event for Black queer people, and everybody looks amazing. You are dressed down.
I want to. So what made you come out to the world?
It was just being ready. I think a lot of people, when it comes to coming out, have a misunderstanding that you have to rush and you have to figure it all out right away. But I came out knowing that I was interested in men, but also not really knowing who I was in that space. So I took my time to figure it out, and I think everybody should when it comes to just knowing yourself.
How has that impacted your music? You writing, you singing?
Well, before I wasn't necessarily as expressive and open about my preference. So in my music now, it's quite clear. We have both singing and a little bit of hip hop, R&B, just to switch it out, just a little one too. So yeah, it's been interesting.
As we wrap up, one question in regards to music: SWV or Escape?
I'm gonna dodge this one because I don't want nobody coming after me.
They not gonna come after you.
SWV.
Best of luck tonight. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
I am Shaquita Lee. So what does it mean to walk into this room, be accepted, be loved because of your impact and your contributions to so many people?
As I was coming down, getting dressed in my room and coming down the escalator, the moment of that I'm being honored tonight for the work I've done for the community is just overwhelming. And then when I got in here and saw on the red carpet and saw all the people and stuff like that congratulating me, it's just a warm feeling to be finally recognized for something that you worked so hard at and paving the way for others to be accepted for who they are. And the struggle that I went through for them to be accepted this day and time is just like an honor.
You are a gem in the community. You make way for so many different people. When it's all said and done, what do you want your legacy to be?
I want my legacy to be for people to live their authentic selves and their best lives and a representation of themselves, and to just strive to be whatever you feel that's going to make you comfortable, make you happy when you walk out your front door every day.
Last question, SWV or Escape?
I'm sorry?
SWV or Escape?
I get so weak in my knees, I can hardly sleep, I lose all control. I guess Escape.
Oh, that's why we love each other. Thank you so much. Have an amazing night and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
I am Rashad Burgess.
I am Bishop O.C. Allen.
As two people that have made a huge impact in my life, especially in my young 20s, when I moved to Atlanta, walking into your church doors, being accepted, and also being loved on and nurtured and cared for, and you guys check on us as if we were your children. What does it mean to you to be in this space where you've paved the way and then you're also appreciated?
It means, one, so humbling to be honored and to be recognized and to see people like yourselves grow up. What a gift that you've given to us, that you've allowed us in to be a part of your journey and to watch you become the phenomenal and amazing human being that you have become and that you're continuing to become, right? I think the other thing is to be honored and recognized with so many trailblazers. It's just really humbling and amazing. And to be here with my husband of 20 years, 20 years, and to see him recognized for the work that he has done and that we've done, it just really is it's really humbling, because he's doing what he was born to do, and so many people said he shouldn't do it, couldn't do it, and to see it be the success that it is really profound.
It's amazing.
It is. I don't even quite know how to put into words. Seeing you blossom and grow and evolve into just greatness. I mean, we saw it, we knew it, but it's really profound. You are the words I'm looking for in trying to put into words what I think. You embody that. You manifest that. And we're just honored, as he said, to be a part of your journey. Yeah.
SWV or Escape? I don't want to divide your marriage.
I love them both. I love them both. The truth is, I genuinely do. I don't believe I have to choose.
Shirley Caesar.
Not Shirley. I love you. Well, I'm proud of you, and I love y'all.
We love you so much.
And continue to be an impact on the children as y'all were to me. I love you.
I love you.
I'm Terrell Carter.
So Terrell, how do you feel tonight being in such an impactful and historic room full of so many LGBTQ plus icons?
Yes. First of all, blown away. You know that I came in a day early, so I got a chance to just hang out with so many people that I'd always wanted to meet, and people that have been inspirational to me. You know, so I'm excited that they would even have me come and be a part of something so special.
So your music is full of motivation, inspiration, and impact. What motivates you to write your music, sing your music, and perform?
Young people that have been, that I was in the same place that they're in, you know, where you're wanting someone that you can look to say, wow, I can be like that. That can be me. I'm going through this. You know, I don't have anybody to turn to. I may be this, LGBT, black, whatever the case, whatever the situation that you deal with, you know, I want to be that inspiration to a younger generation that I didn't have, you know, some people to look up to. So some of the people that are here today, though, were those people for me. So I want to be that for a younger generation.
You already are that person in so many different ways. Name one person that was that person for you.
You know, Felicia Rashad. I got a chance to work with her on Empire, and I remember talking to her, and I said, Felicia, you know, watching you let me know that there was something else out there besides what I was dealing with in my community. And she says, oh, darling, look at the chairs. Yours says Terrell Carter, and mine says guest star. She says, you're just getting started. And for someone that's an icon like that, to just shake it off and look at me and say something to me, you know, little old me at that time like that, it just reminded me that's what I need to be for somebody else.
What decade was the best decade in music?
But you know what, you can't do that. Okay, I'll just say in the decades that I was around, I loved the 80s and not Patties and Aretha's and Stevie Wonders, but I mean, those were like, they, you know, were like, music today, I love music today. I can't say anything about it. However, I can't say it was better, but it was. But back in the day, you know, but that was it.
As we wrap, SWV or Escape?
Oh, listen, I love SWV, but Tamika Scott is my sister. Escape all the way, baby. Tamika, you know I love you, baby. You know I love you.
All right, have a good night. I'm so proud of you.
I'm so proud of this outfit. That's what I'm talking about.
I am Filet.
So Filet, what does it mean to be in this room tonight? You make such an impact on social media for the community through so many different expressions, funny, serious, through your writing. So what does it mean for you to be in this room tonight?
Honestly, I'm just humbled and grateful because there's so many people in here who do amazing things, so I'm huge fans of. It feels like a family reunion, just like Antonio posted about, because, you know, last year Speak Out Awards, we had a ball, and to see so many of the same faces, then plus so many new ones again, I mean, I'm just happy to be here.
When it's all said and done, what do you want your legacy to be?
I want my legacy to be to have spread good vibes and, you know, as much black gay joy as we can, and that can be through different mediums. Even if we're doing horror or thriller, like, I just want to have spread fun, good vibes, and to have connected with people and been, you know, just been the best light and kindness I can, and like, yeah, pour into people the way they pour into me.
SWV or Escape?
SWV.
Have a good night.
I'm Elliot Cooper.
I'm Greg Mathis.
So what does it mean for you two to be staples and create space for LGBTQ, same gender loving relationships?
So the way that I view it is we are just living our lives, and every single person has the right to be able to do that. Like, that's the biggest thing that we wanted to show. I'll tell you, even before going into our reality TV program, we had conversations about how visible we wanted to be. And we said, you know what, we have to be visible, we have to be ourselves, because we deserve that, and every person in our community deserves that freedom to be able to do that. So it feels good to know that we are a part of that fight to make sure that we can just be us, that we have our right to exist.
No, it's an honor, to be honest. Like, if you would have asked me this 2 years ago, I would have said, no, not me. But it's a real honor to be able to do that, and then just knowing when I was younger that other folks can look at us and have that representation or example to kind of live up to, or try to be.
When it's all said and done, what do you want your legacy to be, individually and collectively?
Ooh, that's a big one. I mean, I would want my legacy to be someone that really gave back to the world. And when I say that, it's not necessarily money, because it's not like I got the most money in the world, but just giving good energy out to the world, encouraging people. You know, my motto has always been live life and spread love. And that's what I want to be about, because the world has so much negativity. I want to be the person that brings more love into the world and lets people know that it's okay to be themselves and not be so negative and caught up in the BS all the time.
Oh, the BS, ooh. You better get a sermon. No, I think it is like being philanthropic, like being able to just be my true self and always say like, oh, you know what, Elliot is still that guy from South Carolina.
Okay, last question. I don't want to cause no riffraff in the household, but SWV or Escape?
Ooh.
I'm glad you asked.
I mean, I like Escape, Off the Hook Escape, Traces of Lipstick Escape. SWV would probably be my close second. You know, because they did have that song with Michael Jackson, but yeah.
Okay, we good then, because I was going to say Escape, so.
Y'all going home happy, that's good. It was nice to meet y'all, enjoy your night, and congratulations. Yes, we're going to hike. Maybe I can hike in the evening. I'll see y'all later. All right, thank you.
Nice meeting you.
Well, you didn't put it over there. You put it down there. Put it up. I am Dr. Gary Coffey.
And I am Dr. D'Erico Wiley.
Give my mic back. So tonight, you're up for a prestigious award. And when you win, because we're going to manifest.
Okay, let's manifest.
When you win, who is one person that you're going to thank that has made an impact on your career?
You know what? I'm going to thank my mom. My mom is the person that has really taught me what a struggle is and try to really push myself in my life, and I owe it all to her.
You have assisted in curating such a welcoming, loving, historic space. What does it mean for you? Because you create such a impact in the community, and you brought that into this.
This is absolutely amazing, and to my astonishment, we've done so much great work and we're continuing to do it. This is just a footstep and a footprint in where we're trying to go, and I think this is a great start, and I'm happy to see everybody here. They look great, and we're going to have a wonderful evening.
When it's all said and done, what do you want your legacy to be?
I want my legacy to be that I give back, and I want other people that come behind me to continue to give back as well.
I want my legacy to be, honestly, that he made people laugh. When he came around, like, he had people laughing, and we think of a great time by that person, and he kept it 100.
I don't want to divide no friendships, but SWV. SWV. Okay, this is my interview. SWV or Escape?
I'm going to give it to SWV.
SWV was the first cassette tape back in the day for the old kids that my uncle bought me. It was the first musical cassette tape I ever had, so it's always going to be SWV.
That's great. Good night. I'm Escape all day. Thank you. I'll see y'all inside.
I am George M. Johnson.
George, you are a radiant sunlight in this community. You make things happen and you make history. And you've made history and you keep making history again and again and again, which is a blessing. But when it's all said and done, what do you want your legacy to be?
When it's all said and done, and I've been asked this question before, what I want my legacy to be is to remember me as I was. I think a lot of times we try to sanitize our ancestors and we try to only talk about the good parts. I don't only want to be remembered for my good parts. I want to be remembered for my good parts, my bad parts, the things I needed to work on, because that is what helps our future generation that follows me to move forward. And so I want my legacy to be one of truth. Because that is the truth. The truth is I was not a perfect human. I will never be a perfect human being. I will make mistakes. I will falter. And I want people to remember me for my truth. I did what I did. And like Cicely Tyson said before she passed away, I did my best. And I want people to remember me for the fact that I did my best.
Know that the community is proud of you. This is book number 3, 4?
We're working on 3, 4, and 5 are coming out between 2024 and 2025. So yes.
That's amazing. Last question. SWV or Escape? Ooh! I'm here for the tea, baby.
SWV, come on!
SWV be getting low numbers tonight.
Well, hey, listen, I'm a Jersey girl, so one thing about it, I'm always, listen, I was watching the show and Coco was like, I just want to fight. And everybody was like, oh, I'm like, no, but in up north, we'd be like, I just want to fight. But we don't really necessarily want to fight nobody. It's just like, my anger is this high. I just want to fight. We don't want to fight y'all. I just want to fight. So I could fool with that.
Well,
it's SWV. They got the hits.
Well, continue to make an impact, and congratulations on everything that you are doing.
Thank you.
I am Donnie Hugh.
Donnie, what does it mean for you as a young, black, gay, creative, producer, filmmaker? What does it mean for you to be in this room full of other impactful people?
Inspiration. I think that there's so many people who are donating their time and giving their talent and supporting other artists like myself. I get to learn from everybody that's in this room and also promote my work and share my stories. I'm a storyteller, so meeting other artists, meeting other creatives, and collaborating and coming together to really do some impactful work for the community.
Who has been that impactful, inspirational person for you throughout your journey?
Honestly, I look up to people like Issa Rae. She's so creative, multi-hyphenate, James Bland. These people have created black stories for us to be entertained, and I have the same seasoning, the same essence, and so being able to see them succeed at what they do gives me a little bit of more inspiration, motivation to do what I'm doing.
When it's all said and done, what do you want your legacy to be?
To know that, for anyone to know that anything is possible. Like, the art of possibility is so important for us to know that we could do whatever we put our mind to. So after people see the work that I do, Ruse Blues, Promise Me You'll Be There, and all of the other creative things that I'm doing, I just want them to know that anything could be done.
I'm proud of everything that you're doing. You're making an impact on this culture. But this last question is going to determine our friendship.
Okay.
SWV or Escape? Ooh.
Escape, 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 escape.
I'm proud of you.
I am. Hope Giselle.
Hope. Now, Hope, I seen you earlier. And baby, it was giving. And it's really giving. You are. Yes, yes. So what does it mean to be a part of such a monumental evening?
For me, I think that it's really important for me that my brothers invited me here. You know what I'm saying? The idea that black gay men see and support and are trying to understand the tea in the community just means a lot. So it's really powerful and impactful not only to be getting an award, but to also know that it was an intentional give. It was a thoughtful one. That just means so much to me.
You are super impactful, not only to the trans community, but I think to the black community. What you talk about, you are expressive. You put conversations on the table that need to be talked about, and you ain't scared, bam, bam, bam. So let's talk about that. When it comes to young trans children, what advice would you give them in walking in their truth and being who they are?
Take your time. It is not a race to the finish. One girl's day 1,000 will never amount to your day number 1. And so be kind to yourself and stop looking at Instagram and allowing that to dictate what your transition should look like for you. Everybody has a different way that they want to do it, and not everybody has to be an it girl. It is okay to be regular and to like anime and to go against the grain and just do the things that make you genuinely happy. And I think that that's the thing that we don't hear enough.
When it's all said and done, what do you want Hope's legacy to be?
Ooh, I want people to know that I never invested in punk ass activism. I want folks to know that I built a group of people, right? Not just girls, boys, or our non-binary and, you know, gender non-conforming siblings, but I built a group of people that weren't afraid to say the things that other people waited on somebody else to say. And as long as I can leave here and folks understand that Hope wasn't no punk about the things that meant a lot to her and about her humanity and all of the intersections that she covers, I'm happy.
You are beautiful. You are amazing. Last question, SWV or Escape?
Ooh, SWV.
That's the first one of the night, kids.
Have a good night. Mark Angel. Yes.
Mark Angel, what does it feel to walk in this space, be accepted, loved on, and appreciated for your gift?
I feel proud. I mean, I'm here to also celebrate everyone else's gifts. So it's like we're all coming together and just proud of each other and the pride that we feel, and pride is about to come up. So I am proud to be here, and I am proud to be amongst amazing Black queer excellence. Yeah.
When it's all said and done, what do you want your legacy to be?
I want to be known as just an artist that makes amazing music that connects with people. I mean, I've been doing this for like 10 years now, so I just want people to understand and feel the social conscious movement and activism in my music. So yeah, that's what I want to be remembered for.
Now, that's a music question, so get ready. SWV or Escape?
Why would you do that?
Because I'm here for it.
You know what? I'm actually going to say SWV because I am a New Yorker, so I got to hold down. But I did go to Morehouse too, so it's like, oh! Right, okay, all right. But yeah. I'm going to go with SWV right here, yeah.
Thank you.
I am Diamond Xavier.
Diamond, so tonight you're performing.
Yes.
How does it feel for this group of impactful, influential people to hear you and your gifts?
It's amazing. I feel like to finally be seen after all these years and be able to represent our culture as a Black trans woman is amazing. I'm just amazed and feel so blessed to be invited.
What would you tell a young 15-year-old trans girl that is struggling to come out?
Okay. I would tell her to be herself, and most of all, take her time. It's not a race. It's not who can get to it fastest. It's your process, and take your time. It's important that you take your time for your mental, physical, and your spiritual.
When it's all said and done, what do you want your legacy to be?
That God used me in such a way that nobody could deny that I was being used by God. So yeah.
SWV or Escape?
Ooh!
Now this is going to determine whether you get off this carpet or stay.
Okay. Jesus, SWV.
All right, good night.
I love you a lot.
I am Candace Green.
I am PJ Motenpool.
So what does it mean to be a part of another historical I Am Awards for you guys?
So I think as an organization, we at VIVE definitely pride ourselves in being active participants and engaging as thoroughly and as genuinely as we can in community. So being here at the second annual, I hope I'm saying that's accurately, that is really just a special opportunity and a special time to engage and to see folks and to continue to build and engage.
Yeah, I think that it's extremely important for us to continue to elevate the voices of the Black queer community, specifically Black queer men, specifically those who are doing this work in this type of way. So it's really a priority for our company, VIVE Healthcare, to be in this space and to have visibility, and for folks to know who we are and for us to know who the people are in community.
So the impact that you are making with the organization and individually is remarkable. What made you get into that line of work?
personally what made me get into this line of work. So I think I have a story that's probably very similar to a lot of the folks who are here tonight, which is to say that there are many members of my family, many folks who this is a resonant experience. All the work that we do is very resonant and relevant to their lives, and that's what really drives me to be able to do work that supports and lifts up Black people is core and critical. So having the opportunity to do it through ViVE and being at events like this is it couldn't be any better.
So I started in this work when I was a freshman in college at Fisk University, and what I knew that I wanted to do was to help my community. And when I came of age, I came to find out that HIV and the work that you do to prevent it is pretty much synonymous with our lifestyle. You know, you can't think about navigating our lifestyle without navigating what it means to be in proximity to HIV. And so I kind of fell into this work. I stayed in this work, and now here I am almost 20 years later, continuing to deepen my connection with community through my role here at ViVE Healthcare.
When it's all said and done, one word that you want people to use to describe your legacy.
Powerful.
Dynamic.
All right, this is the last question. This might separate y'all as co-workers, but SWV or Escape?
Ooh, SWV.
I'm gonna have to go with Escape.
Ooh, they're not gonna be working together long, y'all. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a wonderful night.
Nice to meet you. Welcome everybody to the second annual I Am Awards. I'm joined today by my good friend Mark. Mark, how do you feel to be here tonight?
I definitely feel honored. I feel very just accepting to be accepted a part of this reward. So,
what do you think is going to be the highlight for you tonight?
I would say definitely enjoying the experience and networking, getting to know other like-minded Black, gay, LGBTQ plus individuals, and just forming those connections and bonds.
What does it mean to be a part of such a remarkable night, especially something like this that is huge for our community?
I definitely say it's very honorable to be selected to be a part of something like this. I know there is a process that applicants have to go through, and not everybody is selected. So to be chosen, I definitely don't take that for granted.
Absolutely. Okay, a little fun question. Escape or SWV?
Ooh, SWV, okay. Weak in the knees.
And is there one LGBTQ icon that really inspires and motivates you? And who is that person?
Ooh, I don't know whether I have one, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
I think I look at it in the scope of things to where I love men who are comfortable just being them. So whether they are feminine, whether they are masculine, or whether they can blend it together, and whether they identify as who, what, when, where, or how, for me, I just look up to those type of men to be able to spawn change and form change in the world. So,
well, have a good night and congratulations again. I'm proud of you. What a night, you guys. It was so fun hosting the I Am Awards second annual red carpet. Y'all, it was so many great questions. The SWV Escape question was like the funniest question of the night. So make sure you stay tuned for more.